and all that. I just wanted to check in. It's been ages since I've done a video. The last couple of videos has been the G40 stuff. That's still going well. Haven't done that many more brews or things with it. Excuse me, fly. I have brewed this beer here though. It's called Christmas Saison. It's clearing up in the glass. It's sort of a bit of a riff on a recipe that I've brewed previous Christmases. I had to do a couple of subs, and I used the new Lallemand farmhouse hybrid Saison yeast, which, as far as I can tell, it's their normal Saison yeast without the diastaticus gene, so that you're not going to get over attenuation in beers. But I did this very simple grain bill, very simple beer to brew. It's pretty representative of the colour there. It's clearing up nicely. It's mostly Pilsner. It was meant to be rye and a little bit of sugar. I didn't have any rye, so I subbed the Gladfield Aurora, which is like a melanoidin malt from memory, and a little bit of flaked maize. So it's turned out it's actually attenuated further than it normally does. Also added the sugar as well, so that I think the maize gives it a drier finish. It's a lighter body, but that gives a bit of a creaminess to the mouthfeel. A bit, if you know what an American lager or a California lager, a cream ale kind of thing. It's got that vibe going on. Just bittered with Columbus, and also with some orange zest and coriander seeds late in the boil. Fermented warm at 27, thereabouts. So this was grained to glass in a week, and kegged right before Christmas. It was by far the most popular, so yeah. Cheers everybody. Not much happening over Christmas, just spending time with kids, family, trying to lay low a bit. I hope everyone had a good Christmas break. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's better. That's better. There's a bit of a storm rolling in, so yeah, not really anything to report. I did do the two beers that I had on for Christmas that I brewed was the hazy pale. This one I did an all-in brewing, the Mutiny Red IPA. Honestly, I was a little bit disappointed with that brew. I just heard lots of customers talk about how good it was, and it wasn't bad, but I was expecting, maybe my expectations were too high. Anyway, what else is happening? That's about it, really. Been got a few brews planned. I've actually talking about this. The beers that I've got planned for the brews coming up, I've been just hitting lots of IPAs, double IPAs, NEPAs, all that, and I think I might have overdone it. And this beer told me, or showed me, that you don't need a heap of hops in a brew for it to be really delicious. And I'm really enjoying the flavours of the beer that aren't hops. So it's mainly yeast, and a little bit of grain, and a slight licorice finish, which I'm guessing is from the Columbus. But yeah, there's like bubblegum, a little bit of banana, and a little bit of clove. So it's like a Belgian Saison, basically. So I think I'm going to go down that vein. I did also pick up, see if I can get them out for you, the Deeds draft which is again maize pilsner, and oops, sorry about that, and also 0 Kelvin from Little Bang, which I enjoyed on my Friday night. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm just sort of rediscovering. Certainly, I've brewed many beers that aren't hop forward, but I think I've been in a bit of a rut and have a lot of hops in the freeze that I'm trying to get through. But yeah, this just goes to show it's not always about the hops. Also, I caught up. Would have been Monday. I found out that Gash was in town, and yeah, he was going to stop by the shop when I was working. Ended up catching up with him at the Oriental Hotel in Newcastle. Had a couple of beers, and he really wanted an IPA. And I said, "Oh, why don't we go to Modus? It's not far down the road." And he was a bit hesitant. And I said, "Look, literally, it's 1.6 k's, but we can drive." And he's like, "Oh, okay, we'll go." And you know, I haven't been to Modus since opening day, and they've really sort of fleshed out their tap lineup, and a lot of really cool beers on tap, and the bar staff are really cool there as well. They had a good range of beers on tap, as I said. A little bit disappointed, some of the can stock that they had were sort of 9-10 months old for IPAs and red IPAs, which I think is a little disappointing for a brewery slash tap room to have stock that old. Having said that, you know, I get it. They're not brewing there yet. But they look like it's sort of at least 5,000 litre tanks. There was 9 of them. Took some photos, but as it's a live video, I won't put them up. But yeah, it was great to catch up with you, Gash, if you're watching. You know, it's always good to hang out with some good people like yourself. So anyway, yeah, I think I've rabbited on for long enough. Cheers, everybody. Hope you're keeping safe. Hope you're keeping well. Hope things are well. Everybody keeps asking me about this year, and I keep thinking back to the way I was thinking about 2021 at the end of 2022, thinking that it would be, you know, had all my hopes pinned that 2021 was going to be the year where it all sort of started to kick off again. I'm very cautiously optimistic. So I've got some plans in place, but we'll just see if that happens. But hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, school is fairly uninterrupted. We're all sort of relatively unaffected by the pandemic, and people aren't being too silly. And we can sort of get on with our plans. So on that note, wishing everyone a very happy New Year, holidays, and all the best with your work, your family, and your passions. So this is Stass with a very rabbiting on live brew day, it's not even brew day, live beer review / chat, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.